Well, how are you getting on? This is my beautiful shitbox. Well, I wouldn't say beautiful. It's fairly tattered and has really been through the wars of lately, but this is my, well, you could say dream car. Not much to look at, but it is. It's my Ebisu spec E36 for Ireland. This is a pure Matsuri car. It's genuinely the best car I've ever drove. I've had it since I was, I think, have it since I was 15 or 16. I used to scan on deal looking for drift cars to buy because I was obsessed with drifting as a kid, but, well, I didn't make any money, so I couldn't buy one. So I was fortunate enough that my family were crazy into cars. Like, my uncle races cars, my dad races cars. So it turns out that I used to be one of them menaces that we used to text people on Dundee, waste their time completely and be like, oh, what's your best price for cash for this car? And never follow up on it though, because I'm a bit of a wanker in that sense. But it turns out I actually texted your man about this car back when it was for sale. It was a lime green 323i slab car. I think it was a 97. I bought it in probably 2015, 2016 for, I think the price was it was up for 1,100 quid, but my dad's fairly good at doing deals, so I got it for, I think it was 800 or 900 quid. But it was a pure slab car. It was on cut springs in the back, standard shocks. It had Jom coilovers, as every Irish lad knows, the best coilovers on the planet, in the front, and cut knuckles. It was a bare bones Goldstone slab car. And to be honest, for the money, it was a really good car. But at the time, they weren't pulling big money. So, like, you think about it now with the E36 coupe for 800 or 900 quid's cheap, but back then that was crazy money for a shitter. Because it was like homemade hydro on it when I got it. It was rough as anything, but it was a drift car. You'll see my bonnet is held in with tractor pins. I actually don't know, I'm not agricultural at all, but I know I robbed these off the back of my mate's John Deere. So, well, his dad's. So we'll open up this and show the beautiful engine. Don't mind all the oil on the inside of the bonnet. That's the Honda Hood mod. That is the best mod on the planet. It's got the most flexible bonnet in the fucking country. Oh, it's brilliant. It's the best bonnet ever. People always look at me in fucking misery at the bash when I do that. And I always do that because it never has oil in it. Well, at the last one it didn't. This is the M54B30 I have. It's got Eric's special map on it, so it spits big flames. This engine runs a bit rich because I don't know how to run or set up a fuel pressure reg, so it just pukes black smoke. Well, now it pukes blue and black smoke because it's fucked. You'll see the best wiring on the planet. I didn't have a cable long enough to make an earth, so I joined two. There's a relay against the fan. It's just your bare bones M54B30. It's got a billet oil pump because I love limiter. Limiter is my life at this point. M52 catless manifolds. And then when I say straight pipe, I mean it's literally from the manifold straight. It's just a straight pipe to a big Jap cannon, and it looks alright. It's fairly rough, I'm not gonna lie. It's held on with a sleeve and falls off every time I go up on a trailer. But yeah, it's your bare bones M54 B30. You can see here that I've got the expensive Max PP rods with the camber plates on top, and I also am not a bitch because I run max camber on my drift car because that's style. That is everything. Oh, you showing my fitment there? Eesh. This car does have Ebisu fitment. It's really high in the front because it hits the chassis legs. Well, I know. But the thing is, no suspension travel in the front because I'm also not a bitch. The back, actually, I forgot to say this. We're on cuts. You can't see how low it is because there's no back bumper on it, but it drags bumper everywhere. That's why there's no back bumper on it. I go down the main straight Mondello, bumper off. Yeah, and sprays the marshals with fiberglass. They love it. No, they hate it. They black flag me a lot. They love giving out to me, but they love me. I love the Mondello marshals. Shout out the marshals. They always look after me because they always pull me in. Well, they don't pull me in much by the front because I've got bash bars as every drift car should, but they're held together with 10mm nuts. And we both know that 10mm nuts do fuck all when you pull a car. You can see that the bash bar is bent. I tried to jack it off that during jacking the car off. Jeez, I shouldn't be doing that. But yeah, I've bent the bash bar because I tried to jack the car off it, and I tried. Can you blame me? Have you not seen it? I'm jacking off this car all the time. I love it. I love this car. M3 rad. Anyone out there with an E36, they're not kettles. This used to be. But E36 M3 rad, E46 petrol fan, and a PD bottle, like a real man. You'll never have a cooling issue in your life. I've got a fan on the front of it. It's not plugged in. It's just there for show. It doesn't really do much. Yeah. But the thing is, the electric fan on the inside, when it's on, it spins the outside one. Makes it Bluetooth. It's really cool. I don't know if it does anything. If anything, it probably restricts airflow and makes this car a bit hotter. But I don't care. My cone filter as well is taped on because, well, silicones are expensive. Someone sponsor me, please. They're so expensive. Yeah, only last week we actually just done the vacuum delete that everyone should do, and I tell everyone to do because I thought it was done, but it wasn't done. And it turns out it was making all the oil go into the engine and burn. Yeah. Delete your vacuums, they're fucking useless. That's what I just took out. Now we cracked the throttle body though. Eric put his foot through the throttle body, so the whole side of it's broken. And you can see all the stuff moving. You can see me going loud pedal at all times. It's fucking class. No, it's not. It's going to break at the next track that I haven't drove yet, but no, all in all, it's a good car. Drift car, important stuff. The lock kit. CNC 71. The version 1. Best thing I've ever had in my life, but it's scary because when you hit full lock, which you should be doing in a drift car, unless you're a bitch, it hits the chassis legs. And it locks up the two front wheels and you do a fucking loop-de-loop. And it's terrifying. It is very scary. I've also got SLR lollipops for adjustable caster. I say that like I know what it does. I haven't a fucking breeze what caster does. I put them in because I bent the control arm and I wanted to correct it. That's what I did. Yeah, it's still on a Get Track box. The thing that everyone gives out about. Oh, now I've got the wankers coming over. Yeah, I know, right? Never seen before. Yeah, Get Track box. Best gearbox on the planet. Don't listen to Eric. Here we go, yapping. Best gearbox on the planet is the Get Track. It's supposed to blow up at 200 horsepower. This car makes about 700 million. And it still hasn't, well, it did. I changed it only a month ago, but that was after 5 years of abuse of the Get Track. It's gonna blow. What else did I do? Oh, this car used to be snot green, then it was black, then it was yellow, then it was red, and then it was yellow and red. And then I painted it pink, chalkboard pink though.
in, your body go home and say damn. Leave her on the floor when you're rocking a jam. And if it's not in, your body go home and say damn.
How far will you punk motherfuckers go for 15 seconds of fame? Easy, easy.
I had to tell you something.
Well, this has been my... Well, this is the greatest car on the planet. This has been my E36 drift car, 3 litre, everything you want in an E36. Thanks for watching. I appreciate everyone listening.